Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ankush. In this lecture, we are going to learn about the broadcast join. This is also one of the frequently asked interview question in the Spark. When we are working with the Spark technology or as a Spark developer, obviously you will be dealing with the situation where you need to do a lot of joins. So you can do a join based on your situation, like it can be your inner join, it can be your left join, it can be your right join or anything else. So what is this broadcast join? you know Whenever you are doing a join, the joining is a very costly operation. Costly means whenever you are doing a join, there is a lot of shuffling of your data is going to be happen, and that data is moving through the network. So it will consume your lot of resources like your CPU, memory. Obviously, it is going to consume it. Okay, so we have any other way through which you can shorten the shuffling of your data so that your resources will be used for different purpose, right? So yes, there is one more way is there. We called it as a broadcast join, and this is what we are going to learn with this lecture. There are certain situations where we can use the broadcast join. You must have heard about the Mapside Join also. This is also same like broadcast join. Okay, before I show you this practically, again, my humble request to you is, if you are looking for real-time Spark training, Hadoop training, you can reach out to me. And if you don't want to get into the paid training, still you can learn a lot of free content over my YouTube channel. So you need to just subscribe to this channel and you will get next video very soon. Okay, so let's go to my screen and let's see what is about broadcast join. So whenever we are discussing about the Spark architecture, we will have our driver program. So let's assume that this is my Spark driver program. And then we will have the number of executors that we are passing while running the Spark application. So we can have a Spark executor over here. This is also one worker node machine. Let's assume that this is now worker node 1, this is worker node 2, this is worker node 3, and here also I have some executors are running. Now let's try to understand the broadcast join. What will happen? Our data is getting distributed, right? So some of my data is available here. Let's say there are two type of data I'm having. One is large amount of data. Let's say there is one file which is of size 50 GB. Okay, this is my one subscription file, okay, which is having actual data. There is one more file is there which is just in MB, like let's say it is in 10 MB of data. This is called a reference file. Now what my objective is, I want to join this data. I want to join my this 50 GB of data with the 10 MB of data. So this 50 GB of data will be splitted over the cluster. So some of the data will be available here. This is my 50 GB of data. Some of the data is available here and some of the data will be available here. And what about this 10 MB? This is my small 10 MB of data. So some of the data will be here. Some of the data will be here. Now this is my small data, and this the bigger box what you can see, this is my large amount of data. I want to do the join over here. Now what will happen if I'm not using any broadcast join? The problem is there will be a lot of shuffling of data, because let's say it is looking for some key and this key is available here, okay, in this data. Because whenever you are doing join, obviously you need to specify a joining key. But if the key which is available here and it's not available in the same node, it is available in the second node or it is available in the third node. Now what will happen? The shuffling of your data will happen over here. So can we do one thing? Since this data is very small in size, because it is just 10 MB of data, can I copy this complete 10 MB of data to each and every worker node. So this 10 MB of data will be over here, okay, and this 10 MB of data will be over here. Now locally itself the join can be happen. The locally itself join can be happen, and that is called broadcast join. In broadcast join, what we are doing, we are identifying a small set of data and we are keeping a copy of that data to each and every worker node. Okay, so whenever executor is trying to do the join, it will be available here only. Okay, so small amount of data can be copied to each and every worker node. This type of join is also calling it as a Mapside join. Okay, let's see this practically. Now I have already created the PyCharm one small example to make you understand. What we can see here that there are two data sets are there. One is a data 1 and another is a data 2. I want to do a joining on the data 1 with data 2. Okay, at this point, since this data set is very small, you assume that one of the data set is bigger in size and data 2 is in small in size, and I want to do the joining over there. So what I will do, I'll say df.join means my first data frame will get joined with second data frame based on the key. This is my key. Here I did not use any broadcast join. So what will happen, if I try to run this application, along with that I have also mentioned explain. So this will give me the execution, how the execution is going to be happen internally, which join it is doing, it will show me that. Okay, so I'm going to do a join between first data frame to second data frame on this key, and when I see my execution, it is using sort merge join. So by default it will use sort merge join in the physical plan. Now what I will do, I will not use sort merge join, I want to use broadcast join. So I'll just mention here broadcast, and here you need to specify a data frame name. That's it. df.join, I am doing a broadcast of my data frame 2, assuming that this data frame 2 is small, so that what it will do, this data frame 2 will be copied to this worker node, this data frame 2 completely will get copied to this worker node. Now the joining can be happen straightforwardly. If df2 is not copied to each and every worker node, there will be some of the data will be available here, some of the data will be available here. Now when I'm running this application by using explain will give me the physical execution plan. Now when I'm running it, earlier it was using sort merge join, but now if you try to see, it is using broadcast hash join. So now these two data sets are very small in nature, so you will not find much differences over this because it's a single node and just for the practice purpose. But when you are dealing with the real-time environment, broadcast join play a really important role. In order to use this broadcast, you need to import it, and that package is available inside the PySpark SQL.function import broadcast. I hope this is clear. If you have any doubts, you can definitely put it into the comment section and I will create a video based on that. Again, if you are looking for Spark Hadoop training, you can reach out to me. I'm going to start my new batch in a week. Thank you.